This interview about holistic life, which I didn't know what it was until somebody had to explain it to me.
And that somebody was me just now.
Well, I knew it is a fancy word for just like meditation, other ways to like relieve stress, I think.
So the Holistic Life Foundation came to Norristown for like 3 days, did a workshop with the people and the kids in Gear Up. I think they're 10th graders, right?
Yes.
Is your brother?
Yeah.
Did he go to the workshop?
Probably did. I honestly didn't even ask him. I think like almost I think the whole class is in Europe.
They were supposed to go, but I know some people didn't show up.
I think they missed out because
Yeah.
what I heard, it's like really good. Like, it's supposed to help with like your mental health, your emotional health. It's supposed to like help like ways to like relieve stress. I think yoga's involved.
Yeah. To be more mindful, basically, self-care, that sort of stuff. It's good for students. I know they're from Baltimore.
Yeah, it's used throughout Baltimore public schools. And it's really helpful because high school is really stressful. It is.
It is stressful. I'm stressed right now.
It is. As you get higher, it just becomes worse. So everybody needs ways to help relieve that. So them coming and hopefully they'll like use it throughout the school. Hopefully the 10th graders will use it. It's gonna help.
Do you meditate, Tyler?
No, I pray. That's not meditating though.
Can you show me your best meditation stance?
Yeah, I forget what that's.
I think that's a stereotype.
I do yoga. Yeah, I do yoga through track. Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's fun. Yoga's fun. I do Pilates. That's part yoga.
Okay. I feel you. Get the doggy style into the upward I forget. Downward dog. Yeah. I need to do some yoga. This is samurai guy, samurai man, this drawn out forward, all that.
Warrior pose. Radia knows all of them behind the camera.
The best part's though at the end. I fall asleep every time because they tell you just lay flat and then.
Or when you go into like the fetal position. I don't know. I like doing that a lot.
That's that.
Child's pose. Yeah.
Yeah, it helps. It does. It makes you feel better.
So yeah, maybe. So let's find out what they did at their holistic life workshop. Hi, my name's Cameron Duncan, and I'm here with Ross Robinson from the Holistic Life Foundation. So can we start off by telling me what is the Holistic Life Foundation and what are some of its purposes?
Surely. Holistic Life Foundation is a nonprofit organization that is founded out of Baltimore, Maryland, where we like to we primarily service like over 10,000 students in the Baltimore City school system. But it's not limited to just them. We also work in correctional facilities, drug rehab centers, just teaching them mindfulness, which is just to be present and grounded.
So if you're primarily focused in Baltimore, how did you come out here to Norristown?
The leaders of this organization had connected with the organization Gear Up that is here in Norristown High School. So we led a training with a lot of the staff in these different districts throughout Pennsylvania. And we set these times up to come teach the students here mindfulness.
So how did you get involved in the Holistic Life Foundation?
I was one of the first original students that came through this program, and the three leaders came into my school one day. They said we were going to do a new exercise. They would help us out with our homework, but for an hour each day, they would teach us like mindfulness practices.
So what have you been doing with the students here at Norristown?
We have been doing quite a few things. So just teaching like more beneficial ways of breathing, focus on like stress reduction, focusing on the word focus, so if they need to prepare for a test or this a big performance or interview like this right now, you're ready to go.
So how do you think it went?
I think it went excellent. Holistic Life Foundation teaches in a reciprocal teaching model, so we teach to teach teachers. So when I came here, it was with that intention, and it went well because they were the ones leading the exercises throughout these classes.
And what are the main things you want students to get out of the last few days you've been here with them?
What I want them to do, and along with everybody and just like the whole world, just this community, everywhere, just being more mindful, being present, not holding on to stress, not holding on to any problems, and just letting the small things or some of the bigger things that we might feel is a bigger thing, just letting it go.
So I know some people probably are like, what does it mean to be mindful? So can you explain that concept?
So yeah, just mindfulness is to just be present. Like I like to say, just simply where your feet are at, because and it's just like connecting like your mind and your body. So just being aware of what you're doing, because a lot of people have that disconnection. And yeah, they just have that major disconnection of not keeping those two together. And a lot of people, it's kind of like the American culture, like we got to be first, like you got to be ahead of everybody else, or you kind of got to like live up to expectation of your peers or just society in general. So we get caught up just focusing on the future, where are we going, or and vice versa, we get caught up like focusing on the past, like this happened, and it continues to hinder us. But if you can focus and be in the present, you can let the past be the past and be able to better prepare for the future.
So I know a lot of your principles, they seem to be centered around self-care. I know. So for all those reasons, like worrying, like why do you think self-care is important for students in particular?
Self-care is important for students just because students are like transitioning like through life. So you're coming into your own, you're still finding yourself. You have like the expectations of your peers, you have the expectations to get a good job, go to college, and you might not be sure of yourself. So these exercises can just better equip you to deal with this and take care of your body, because with stress and anger and all that, it wears down your body physically, mentally, emotionally.
Do you have any tips with handling stress?
Just take a deep breath, like I've been teaching, I like to say, and I've been telling the students here at Norristown, if you could just take 10 deep breaths before you come to school, you can leave whatever happened at home, and vice versa. When you're about to leave school, just take 10 deep breaths, and you had a bad day at school, you might not have got a good grade, or like anything happened that you feel like that might be holding you up or then just stopping you from progressing, just take those 10 deep breaths and leave it at school so you can progress and just come in here and tomorrow's a new day.
So are there any ways that the students that have been involved in the workshop can later be involved with the foundation?
They surely can. So, I know with our students in Baltimore, we have like a summer program where we offer like an internship. I think it's from like 18 years of age to 24 to workforce. They work at one of our summer camps, teaching the kids mindfulness. They'll go through a big training in the morning where we'll teach them just all these different practices that they'll be using. And if they do a good job and they want to remain with us, they end up being our staff.
So where can people find out more about the foundation?
So our website is holisticlifefoundation.org, or if you simply just put in hlf.org, that'll pop up too on Google.
Okay, perfect. Is there anything else you think the viewers at home should know about the Holistic Life Foundation?
We just honestly just trying to make the world a more mindful place. You turn on TV, you just look through all these different streams and outlets. It's just the world is not the world needs to be more mindful. So yeah.
Okay. Thank you for coming out here and talking to me today. And as we'll put in their websites, holisticlifefoundation.org, and back to our hosts.